understand that. Appreciate y'all, man. For sure, I'm locked in. Absolutely. All right. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I actually spent the time in order to get set up, so I should be ready to go by the open. Um, good morning. Good morning. Great morning, everybody. Everybody. Um, let's go over this. Let's go over this trade plan now, shall we? Okay, market is now trapped between two major draws. SPX 623 gap fill, which was created yesterday, and SPX 7237 sell side flush that leads into a 5-5 SPX gap fill at 7200. We're back in intraday sell side. But it's not as certain that all bounces will be sold off because the market is trapped, like I said earlier. What does that mean? That means that we just dumped 3.5% yesterday. That means that every bounce doesn't have to be immediately sold off after just dumping 3.5%. Like immediately, we're gonna dump another 1 to 2% immediately. Okay, that means that like we could still bounce and almost damn near fill the gap from yesterday for real and still be bearish, honestly speaking. Okay, we're technically still in it until 7530 SPX buy side is popped, and I'll go over this in a minute so you can see my explanation. This market can still be bearish and even fill yesterday's gap on a bounce because we only dumped 1.5% on the SP 500. So don't be fooled. When I put in all bold, we are in sell side intraday delivery. I'm going to say intraday sell side delivery. Only major news drivers is home sales at 10 o'clock. So expect them to come out the gate swinging and 1 to 2 intraday objectives being accomplished. Like, for example, the gap that's about to be filled today. Alrighty? On 624 SPX gap fill. Why? Because the market closed at 73.65. So they just have to go to 73.65 to fill the gap. That's what that means. If we gap up or down, this market slightly going higher. And vast amounts of time spent in time distortion. So expect that after 1 to 2 objective completions. Best we target internals, base hits, and be on alert because random geopolitical headlines may reign supreme again because of the lack of news drivers. As in, like, if you're in a trade with no stop loss, or you're in a trade and the trade was going in your favor 152, 300, 400 ticks, right? Like this from yesterday, like this, right? And you was doing this shit right over here. See this yesterday on Tuesday? Like there was a dude on TikTok and he bought right over here at 737 like this, right? He bought it here. And like, you know, you're green 1,200 ticks like this, and they drop a random political news driver headline and the market starts dumping like this and goes against you and blows your account. See that? Like that's what I'm talking about. Like, don't goof around with that. Like, be trailing this or be out and just run away. Base hits. All right? Like, don't buy here. Bro said he bought a 737. You buy here, and then you up 1,300 ticks at the top, and I told him to sold here. And you up 1,300 ticks, and then it goes against you like this, 300 ticks and blows your account. Because, or hell, this even. Because look, shit, I didn't even see that. You round trip it 2,000 ticks and blow your account because you don't know how to take a loss or when to get out. Okay, like don't do nothing like that, please. Because they can drop it at any given moment, but instead of it bleeding out like that and taking 2 hours to go down there, they'll do it in like 5 minutes. Like you don't know when that can happen. They didn't do it yesterday, so it wouldn't be surprised for me to see a headline hit the wire today. Like, it's been a while since they stirred some weird shit. All right, they have some weird stuff going on. Again, because of the lack of news drivers, okay? We are back to being in negative HVL. 746. 745. Yes, we're back to being in negative HVL as of right now, okay? So the candles are going to be larger. And you know what comes with negative HVL. If you're confused, ask that question. They're not going to give you a chance to play this SPS gap fill. Now, listen, what I was referencing earlier was this. If you go to a 15-minute time frame, what I was referencing earlier was this. We have a major SPX gap fill here above head that was created yesterday. There's one over here from the 5th, right over here. The market is trapped directly in between the middle of these two zones. You need to understand how I can gauge temperature in regards to what's probably going to happen so I don't do the opposite. This is a very important lesson right now that I'm getting ready to show you. You need to be paying attention to your screen. This is a lesson right now within itself. You need to be looking. I'm being dead serious. If we gap up here like this, excuse me, if we gap, like if we close here and we gap up like here like this, like how we were earlier, like the market was, no, the market wasn't even that high. The market was, because that's 0.4%. The market was like right here like this, like an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. It was like the highest, it was like here. What, like, what makes you think that they're not going to try and gravitate towards this gap fill over here to try and complete this major objective? Like, I mean, like if they gap this up, then give them like 2 or 3 minutes to see if they're going to immediately shoot to this one. But if we're trapped in between these two, and then they retrap the market again because we just gapped it up, what makes you think that they're not going to have a gravitational pull lower? The market's going to, guys, the market is like flowing water. The market's going to flow to where it's easiest to fill orders at. That's all it is going to do. So it's like guys, it's like water. It's going to take the path of least resistance to go to the spot to go fill orders. So if we're gapping up, let like 0.25% like this here into the zone, like how we were earlier, what makes you think that they're not going to want to fill this here? This is what I'm talking about, using what they're giving you to your advantage. So like if they gap this up 0.25%, the last thing I'm gonna be thinking about is long in this. Because I'm gonna be thinking, dude, they're gonna have to shoot this market up 2% to come up here and fill this gap without doing this one. Because well, 1.5%. Because now because if we gap it up and we don't come here, now we have 1 and then 2 major objectives below. So it's 1, 2 versus 1 above head, and 1 that's closer. So why wouldn't they do this and then and then figure out what they're getting ready to do? So it allows you. What it does is it allows you to gauge their temperature, and it allows you to go, well, you know what? Well, at least I'm not gonna long this. Like I'm gonna at least wait to see what they're getting ready to do. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense to every single person in regards to what I just showed? I don't think that I've ever shown that before, but this is what my mentality is. But like, this is what I'm thinking. Like, this is how I'm gauging this. You need, hey, someone was going to say something?
Oh, shoot, my bad. The baby's tapping the button.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, guys, listen. Because, guys, if they're gapping this up 0.15% like this right over here, and the gap gets filled here, why would you like want to like long this right now? Like, why would you even like? What strategy would you like? That does not make any sense to me. Like, I would just sit here and I would just wait. I would either wait. Like, if I want to long this, I would go, man. You know what? Instead of buying it here, I'll wait. Because if they dump this, then I get a better entry. If they don't fill this over here, and if they open this up when it's open, and they say, hell no, we're gonna squeeze higher like this for like the first 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, and they come up into this zone, then you know for a fact that they get ready to come here. Then why not long it here on a pullback to then target this over here? Whoa, look at that figure. Why not do something like that? You see what I'm saying? So once you understand what they're doing or what they could possibly be doing, it allows you to have more patience, because you'll just patiently wait for what you think is the best setup. You can't have patience for something if you don't know what's going on, because you don't know what you're waiting for. How can you wait on something if you don't know what the hell you're waiting for? Your mind's gonna eat at itself because you don't know what the hell you're waiting on and you don't know what the hell you're looking at. So understand what I just told you, please. Alrighty. So we got two major objective completions over here. Market's getting ready to open in 8 minutes. Does anybody have any questions whatsoever about anything that's going on or about anything that I just said? Does anybody have any questions about anything that I just said? Or about anything that's going on right now with this market?
Order submitted. Order canceled.
And that reason right there is exactly why I run a test limit order. Because this thing has all of my accounts on submit. I would have possibly messed up a $9,000 payout. Before I take any trade, I am going to run a test limit order. And I am going to double check.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Be on alert. They're about to fill this gap. There's no way in hell that you should have been longing this up here inside this zone like this and holding on to a long and intraday sell side ahead of a slight gap up when the market's trapped like that. You could have used this to your advantage during Asia and during London. So like if we squeezed up into this zone like this, you could have really been looking and going, what's the chances that we maybe attack this gap over here like towards like the open? Or maybe I can use the gravitational pull of this gap or something like that, and play it like that. But that opportunity is gone now. They're probably going to fill this on the open. Okay. We need to be on alert. Hmm. Anybody have any questions? No questions, I see. This is a test for the audio.
It's working well.
I appreciate that, my brother. Yeah. Yes, sir. I was testing the audio over there on TikTok. I'm not TikTok. I was testing the audio over there on YouTube. There's a 10-second latency delay. When you said that, I counted 10 seconds before that audio came through. That's insane. And TikTok is the same now. There is no going over to the TikTok or no difference. so there is a delay. Obviously, there's there's a streamer's delay. The only platform that to where you can watch someone talk and trade in real time and listen to real time second by millisecond analysis is Discord. And I'm not even saying that to sell a Discord because I'm not even live on TikTok. It's just true. That's crazy. That delay was crazy just now. They want to come over here and fill this gap. We need to watch out for this. Since we're slightly gapping up to the tune of about a tenth of a percent, I'm still going to do this. I'm going to click right, click on alert, crossing down, because if I do crossing, then it's going to automatically trigger because it is crossing it. And then the name of the alert is going to be gap fill 6/24 at 73.65. We need to watch out for that. I wouldn't do anything right now. We need to see what their temperature is. Any bounce, I'm going to assume is going to be fake until they fill this gap. Every bounce, I'm going to assume is fake until they fill it. We need to be on alert. Run another test limit order.
Order submitted.
Okay, make sure I'm only trading
Order
one account.
canceled.
I don't want to take a trade and lose and blow up my account and get emotional. Yeah, screw up nine, almost $10,000. I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna do that. As soon as I'm eligible for a payout, I take the money. Why? Because I know that I can blow an account on any given day.
Oh, go ahead on and full port that thing, bro.
All right. No balls, no glory. All right. Look at that market dump on that open. They want to come over and fill this gap. Don't be confused. Right over here is where I'm thinking. Don't be confused. SPY is up 0.15%. There's a huge discrepancy between the SPY and the SPX. Just to be safe, I think it's best we set an alert over here on this SPY. SPY closed the day at 73.69. You need to set an alert at 73.70, crossing down, and it'll be the same name. Because 99% of the time they're going to do the trifecta. Morning, Zay. Gap fill 6/24 for the SPY. There's a slight discrepancy, but they're not going to leave it up to discrepancy. If they fill it on the SPX, don't blindly loan that until they fill it on the SPY. That's why I'm putting this alert here. There's a slight discrepancy. So I want to know. So just because I hear the SPX alert go off, when I hear that alert go off, then I'm going to look at the SPY. Okay? Understand what I just told you? Please. They want to dump this. This is not bullish to me. I do not think this is bearish. I do not think this is bullish by any means. Please listen to what I just told you. You need to be trying to gauge their temperature so you can see what they're doing. They're just going sideways. We're in the same candle as we were at 2:30. Timestamp now is 9:31. They've done nothing. They've just been going sideways over here, churning people out. Look at this market. Look at what SPY has just been doing. SPY has been going sideways since 2:30. Look, they've done absolutely nothing. Understand that. What's up, bro? Where can I pay for the cord? Link inside my bio, nqinsider.com. You can join right now and come over here and say hi. Literally like right now. But make sure that you choose wisely. Link in bio, bro. Zay says absolutely. So, you can choose a lifetime membership of $100 for the Knowledge Center, because that Knowledge Center is mandatory. Read the first page to 100%. You need to read 100% because you can't join Discord if you don't read the first page. Or read it, or at least read that first page, because that first page shows you how to get inside Discord. So you need to follow instructions. Following instructions is key. It's very, 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 very key. Look at that market bounce. Look at that God body candle. So yeah, that's up to you. If you want to do a monthly, or we got 3 month plans, but for the price of 6 months, which you would pay after 6 months, which I know we can get you to profitability. If you just locked in like that, uh, you can get a lifetime membership. And I know for a fact we'll change your life within a year, one way or another. Look at that God body candle. I'm gonna turn on my news wire. Do nothing. God damn! Look at that wig. Mind your business, sis. Exactly. This is a dangerous environment to be navigating. You don't short inside the hole. Shorting inside the hole, even though I see something, has saved me more time. Has saved me 10 times
I'm
more
up a
than the
yard,
money I made.
yard.
So what, Phantom?
I'm up $1,000,
I think that you should be done for the day.
$1,000
Good job, Phantom. I think you should be done for the day. I'm not gonna lie.
across 2 accounts.
Good job, sir. Way to bounce back.
Yep.
I'm waiting right now to see what that was. I'm not going
Manipulate.
anywhere right now. I don't know what that candle was, but I do know that they pumped this market 700 ticks in 75 seconds.
Yes, they did.
I don't know what that candle was just now. But if I don't know what it is and what's going on, why would I enter? I'm going to do nothing and I'm going to sit here. I'm
I
going to give it at
grabbed
least
that
5
bad
minutes.
boy at the bottom, took it up, took it all the way up.
That's for people that like to short into the hole. They like to
Yeah.
enter into short positions in the hole. They like to do stuff like that.
Oh man, no way.
Never short inside the hole. You don't do
No.
nothing like that. That's dangerous.
But now you're talking to them today.
That's 700 ticks in 75 seconds off of no news. My newswire is saying he's not seeing any headlines. I'm trying to tell you that we're living in a crazy environment. I've been warning you now. I warned you inside this pre-market trading plan that we go over every day, that you are more than implied to show up to every morning at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning from inside this Discord so we can cover it. We are living in a crazy environment. When there's no news drivers, given the current geopolitical regime that we're in, they will do this randomly. Understand what I just told you? That's what this is right here. Please pay attention to this. Look. That's what this is. Hold on, let me pull up my Discord. That's what this is. You see this? Where's it at? Only major news drivers, home sales at 10, so expect them to come out the gate swinging. My entire job is to try to warn you of the landmines so you step on as few as possible. And you can see the path that I'm walking to get to the destination. And maybe you could take the same path. You don't have to take you can still take the same path as me, but not take the same exact amount of steps as I do, because you're your own trader. I don't know, like you might do a backflip along the path. You're going to walk the path your own way. Every single person does. But you should avoid the landmines. They're coming out the gate swinging right now. I told you that. 1 to 2 intraday objectives being accomplished, and this gap, blah, 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 blah. And time distortion, best we target to turn those base hits. I said because, and be on alert, because random geopolitical headlines may reign supreme again. Reign supreme means like they'll release something and then they'll shoot it up 0.5% like you just saw in 75 seconds based off of a random Iranian headline. Understand that, please. They're coming out the gate swinging right now. They're doing this on purpose. Someone needs to be alerting you to what's going on so you don't get caught up in some weird shit like this. So you have a better chance. If I stop you from blowing one funded account that pays for a lifetime membership inside here, and then everything else past that is kosher. There's no way in hell you would have survived that if you were shortness. There's no way in hell. With shortness without a
Oh
stop loss, no
no,
way in hell. There's no
your
way in hell.
account would have been blown.
Your account would have been blown in 25 seconds. Be on alert. God damn, we already read that. It's not about what you should be doing. It's about what you should not be doing. Ain't that right? That's 100%. Knowing what not to do is far more important than knowing what to do. Because knowing what not to do, because knowing what not to do is you going, bro, I'm up $1,000 today. Or man, I'm up $800-900 today. Man, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be trading. I should just walk away and just do it again tomorrow.
Definitely.
Knowing what to do is going, bro, I know how to trade. I made $1,000. Let me trade again. Let me take another trade. And you lose and you blow up.
No,
And you go, well, goddamn, man, what happened to my money? Well, you knew what to do, but you didn't know what not to do. Knowing what not to do is buying this up at the top because you see two green candles and they dump on you like this and they go target this gap fill lower because you forgot your home trading and then you blow up your account. Be on alert. They're about to give up this whole move. That was just they're about to go this whole move. That was just to fake you out. Do you trade S&P? Yes, I do. I don't trade ES, but the Nasdaq 100 is basically the S&P 500. They're moving in tandem. Look,
They just did that to collect their money.
correct. And they got people to buy up at the top. I'm not going anywhere right now. I think they still want to go lower, and I think that move was fake.
I agree.
They about to flash us to 715. I didn't get the chance to say it before they did it. 715 QQQ is what I was getting ready to say. They gave up that whole candle move just now. It was fake. That was just to blow up your account. That right there is why you need to be studying liquidity so that you can understand where they're going. Because it doesn't matter. Because you can see through deception if you understand liquidity. You can see through deception. Because you can go, well, there's more than likely still that they come here. So this move right over here, I'm not going to forget that. I don't give a damn about that because what else is up here? There's nothing else up here. Other than what, maybe this, and then it was going to go lower again. So if you long this over here, you got a poor risk to reward. Like, why not wait and then see if they can ready to come in? That was fake. They faked you out, and now they want to go lower. They gave up that entire candle move just now. Look at that. And now we're back at the LOD. They pumped this market 750 ticks in 85 seconds.
They took it right back down.
And they took it right back down. That was fake. I used to get fooled by stuff like that. Like my old mentor used to say, or like he still says rather, he still streams. But I just couldn't afford his mentorship. So why? Because in order to listen to his voice, he doesn't even explain it, not even 1/10 like how I explain it. He's just a breakout trader and just says bought call, bought put inside his Discord. That costs $1,000 a month. And why wouldn't you if he can make you $5,000 to $6,000, $8,000 a month? So people are paying that, but I wasn't going to do that. I couldn't afford that. And then every now and then he would discount it to 500. But let me not get distracted. Like how he always used to say. What was he always used to say? Oh yeah. They can fool others. They can fool others, but not me. They can fool others, but they can not others. That's more so black. He's Indian. He's just going, they can fool others, but not me. They're not gonna fool me. I'll wait.
You think they're gonna go sweep that Asia low at 29,580 and then waterfall it to the next liquidity at 29,524?
I think that they're gonna sweep their liquidity because that aligns with them coming over to come fill this gap.
Yeah.
What to me, whatever this means here is what they're going to do to me. Is not do to me is what this means to me. If that means that Asia low over here is collateral, then that's just what that means. I think that this is the most important objective of the day. Filling this gap over here because this market is triple trapped. It's triple trapped right now. So I think that anything that gets in the way of this until proven otherwise, like how I said in this pre-market trading plan, so me God, I said this. In this pre-market trading plan, I said this. I think that anything that gets in the way of this is just full blown. It's called cannon fodder for anybody that's unsure. You need to look up what the term cannon fodder is. The military people are familiar with that. You need to look up what that is. I just think it's full blown collateral. If that means that they have to take goddamn MNQ to damn 25,000 in order to come here, that's what I think they're going to do. And obviously it doesn't align with that, but I'm just saying. So whatever that means. But once they do this and once they complete that, wherever NQ is at, I am going to look at what's close and whether or not that they swept some liquidity on NQ, and I'm gonna be on hyper alert because I'm gonna think they might do something else. So I'm not going anywhere right now, and I don't believe them. We have the only news driver releasing today at 10 o'clock. They might do some weird stuff, like do something like this here, and then goof around like this, and then when that releases, then they'll probably do something like this. That's what I'm assuming is going to happen. Okay, so this news releases at 10 o'clock. I want to see what happens because they
Yeah,
might pump this for this
they
950
put out
macro ahead of it.
news
I
an
don't know.
hour ago saying Wall Street set to open higher,
Wall Street said
tech
open what?
rebound.
It just, went up and fell down. Once
I
again,
can't
it's,
trust that news.
It's best to be on alert. We gotta watch out. They want to pump. I'm not going to short this. I'm not going anywhere right now until hold on, until this data releases. Hold on.
It's getting real wiki right now.
Yeah, at that very bottom was your entry.
What is going on right now? Is anybody else's candles acting crazy?
It's crazy. It is crazy.
QQQ is going red and NQ is going green.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was on mute. What I said was yes, the candles are broken. QQQ and NQ are fully out of line right now, and something is broken. So I'm not going anywhere right now. When two of the same assets controlled by the same computer that are supposed to be trading the exact same at the exact same minute at the exact same second are out of line. Something is amiss. I don't know what that answer is, but I don't want to participate if I'm seeing this. Hell no. I don't even want to participate if NQ is out of line with ES for real. I'm not going to participate like this. Hell no. And I don't know if y'all heard me or not, but it says 2 dead in Israeli drone strike on vehicle in southern Lebanon. Medical and security sources say they hit the wire at 9:37, so probably give it like 2 minutes before then, probably like 9:35. So I don't know if that was this candle or not. Like I don't know what that was, and he dumped it right after that. That's what my newswire says right now. That's all that I have. Right around that time. Mm. I have nothing else. That's all that I have. They want to dump this, go lower, and then
They
fill this
want
SPX
to
gap
dump
fill. They don't
it.
want to go no higher. You should not be long on this. The most dangerous thing you can do right now is long this. What I would not do is long this. Understand what I just told you. When those two things are in alignment, don't do the opposite. I'm sorry, don't do that. They want to dump this, and that's that. You need to understand liquidity because that's where they're getting ready to come to. If your strategy gets in the way of this, I don't give a damn what your strategy is. It's cannon fodder. Throw it away in the trash. They want to dump and not go higher. They want to go lower now. I'm gonna wait. I want to see what they're getting ready to do. Look at that volume imbalance that was just created. Be on alert. Gotta reload this tab. Look at that. Close at 25. Low at 37. 12-point volume balance over at this low. Watch out for that. They're laying the cheese to come back
Stop
later.
right at my level and backed up.
They're laying the cheese. These candles, twin, holy. Zay says there's no data today. False. Home sales at 10. 10 time distortion. What's your bias, E? My bias is nothing. I see that we're in deep negative HVL, and I see that they're pulling God body candles out their wazoo, out their arse. And I don't want to participate. That's what my bias is. My bias is this gap fill right over here, but I don't trust them. I'm gonna wait and see what they're getting ready to do. I don't trust them in this environment. Not to put my account on this line. Not even on 3 micros, I'm gonna do that. You can press this one on 3 micros and be down $1,000 in 60 seconds. Best to be on alert. You'll blow up the account. I'm not going anywhere right now. Look at them bounce there for that 950 macro. They don't have to do anything. We just dumped 3.5% yesterday. They could shoot us up another percent right now if they wanted to. And the market will still be bearish. But I went over that in the pre-market trading plan. I got everybody briefed about what I'm thinking about what's going on. I went over that in the pre-market trading plan this morning. Every day at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning from inside Discord only, we go over it. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab my water. Just tap into the live stream. He's in a short minus 1300. They blowing accounts today. Yeah. I'm not gonna laugh at nobody. I never do that. But anybody can lose. So I don't know what he's doing. But he or she, I don't know what they're doing. But this is a dangerous environment to trade. This was the last portion of my trading journey that I needed to understand. This is deep negative HVL. They're going to be pulling 500 tick candles out of their butt. So we need to be on alert with this. This is like not a joke. Like you need to be acting accordingly in this environment. Your sizing needs to be respectful of that and needs to be mindful of it. And negative HVL. No one likes to talk about this. No one likes to talk about when we go. I don't hear no live streamers talking about when we go in negative HVL. I'm being for real. How like the market completely changes. Do you see what they're doing? Do y'all understand that like when we were up there higher, like they were not shooting this market up 800 ticks in 85 seconds and then dumping it 900 and then dumping it 1100 ticks over the course of like 8 or 9 minutes again, or 10 minutes, and then they shot it up another 700 ticks again in 4 minutes. You can't trade like how you trade all the time and the same sizing. That's like when people ask me the question, hey man, so tell me how much should I be risking? What's a good risk to reward? Or hey man, tell me a good position size. How much should I be trading? Should I be using 3 to 5 micros? Should I be using 10 micros? I don't have that answer. It changes on a daily basis. It doesn't always. It can change on a daily basis. I don't know. This market starts afresh every single day. That's why I love this. Every single day, this market starts fresh every single dang on day. Every day, it is your job to figure out what is going on and then to step accordingly. And this, because the same pathway that you walked yesterday could very well get your leg blown off the next day. The same pathway that led you to salvation yesterday can lead you to, what's the opposite of salvation? If anybody knows something about the Bible, what's it, salvation or damnation? Is damnation? Or is that the word I'm looking for? Or is that the word I just made up? Salvation is the opposite of salvation.
Condemned. Condemned.
Huh? Yeah, can condemn you. Damnation. I don't even know if that's a word for real. First day on my funded account, Dev says, good job, Dev. Proud of you. Good morning, family, Cole says. I think they're about to go lower, but I'm gonna wait 5 or 6 minutes for this data release. I think they got business here, and I think they just want to stop people out and then take out this high over here on this SPX. And now I think they're going to go lower. That's what my brain's telling me. My brain's telling me that they're not serious about going higher, and I just think that was fake. I'm being for real. I think that this right here was fake. Get people to short over here inside the hole once, twice, 3 times. Take it out to the high, take out everything, and then start to go lower again. And I think it starts right over here with this 10-point volume, with this 12-point volume balance lower. But I'm personally going to wait for this data to release because this may be an insane outlier and they might squeeze this 0.5% on that data release. Why can't I wait 5 more minutes? Because if they go lower, then I know for a fact that they're getting ready to go lower. Because now I know that they're not going to go there 4 times to only come there that far 4 times. I'm going to wait. They're probably going to go sideways right now for the next 4 or 5 minutes. Because why would they do that for the only new? Why would they do anything else for them? You know, why would they do anything else? Yo, what is that tool called? It's called price range. Or on TradingView, you come over here, you click this. Nope. You come over here, you click this. Nope. You come over here and click this. Nope. It's right here. You come over here, you click this. It's right here. And you favorite it, and it puts it to the favorite bar right here, price range. So that way I can see the size of the candles or the size of moves. I just click it like this, and I go here. So I can see, bro, that's 700-800 ticks. Found it, thanks. Been looking for that. Oh. My job is to make your job easier, well, however way I can while you're in here. So we can expedite your services to get you to where you're trying to go. Be on alert. 4 minutes till detonation. Bro, I'm so tired of this. Lost $1,000 in like 2 minutes on 3 micros, bro. Yeah, nah, bro. This environment is crazy. You're gonna short in that hole. We need to be shorting on bounces, not shorting inside the hole, especially in the beginning. They're coming out the gate swinging. This is the definition of coming out of the gate swinging. Look at just look at the moves. Just look at the moves every 5 minutes. They came out the gate swinging. I'm gonna wait for them to tire themselves out. Can't get out of this range. This PA been so bad, keeping going up 1,000 right back down. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Nubs. Sorry, buddy. Let's try and take another good trade. One more good trade. Let's just try and regroup and let's try and take one more good trade. Well, if you want the Apex account, you probably at your daily loss limit. Because Apex has a daily loss limit on the PA account, if that's what you're trading, I'm assuming. Yeah, it can't. They close it tomorrow, sadly. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. We need to wait at least 3 more minutes for this data to come out. Literally one trade and having a bad day. Yeah, exactly.
Say, E, I hear my favorite when you showed the individual how to choose favorite on that price range.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally hid mine. How do I bring it back?
You see, you accidentally blew your PA account. How do I bring it back? Damn.
Well, the favorite. No, I didn't hide the account. No,
Oh,
I'm saying, you know how you choose your price range and you
Yeah.
chose favorite for your price range.
yeah.
Well, I hit that bar.
You said you did what, the bot? When you click the favorite, it adds it right over here. When you click this,
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, when they put it at the top,
Mhm.
I hit the bar.
Oh,
The whole bar. How do I
okay.
bring it back?
Okay, you gotta. Where's it at? It's one of these. Mm. I'm gonna click this and I'm gonna click hide favorites bar. I don't know. Gotta figure it out my damn self. I have no idea. Data just released.
That's okay. We'll figure it out later. Let's focus.
The arrow at the top. What arrow at the top? On the right of replay. Nope. That ain't it. Here it is right over here. It's at the bottom. It's a star over here at the bottom. See the star over here at the bottom? See the star over at the bottom left hand corner? You see that?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see what this data has to say. They want to go lower. Home sales came in at 580 versus 638. Underwhelming. Don't be surprised if they do a fake out and then dump it. I still think they're getting ready to go lower. I'm not going anywhere right now. I'm going to wait at least 2 or 3 minutes. I think it's because we're on different platforms. Let's lock in though. No. Days have been correct. Days have been hella bad recently. Yeah, no, it has not been easy. That's why I'm trading market structure. Guys, you can't trade market structure. Guys, you can't trade liquidity or market structure if you can't wait 30 minutes to then see exactly what they're getting ready to do. Because if you took a trade within the first 5 minutes of the market opening and the session opened at 9:30, guys, if this is all you see right over here like this, excuse me, guys, if this is all you see right over here and you entered into a trade like this, because this is all that you can see, right, like right over here, what market structure is there to go off of based off of where they're going for this session? You don't know. So I'm waiting to see the size of the candles, gauge that. Guys, whenever I say I'm waiting for liquidity to be engineered, everyone, that means like I want to see how large the liquidity is. Like I want to see what all of this is liquidity. Like I want to see the highs and the lows and the distances, and I want to gauge their temperature. Then if I think they're getting ready to go lower based off of something lower, then I short it here and target it lower. If I think they're getting ready to go higher, then I long it here and I try and target said liquidity. Nubs is trading MNQ. Nubs is trading MNQ. It's just like how I told you. It's just like how I said that before he took that loss. You're in an environment where even if you're on 3 micros, you will lose $1,000. You can lose $1,000 in 60 to 75 seconds. If you're trading NQ right now, minis, you're going to blow the account. Or you're going to hit the daily loss limit in about 20 seconds in deep negative HPL. Everyone needs to be on micros. There is zero reason why you should be on minis. In deep negative HPL. If you are trading minis, you are openly admitting the fact that, hey, you know what? I am going to blow this account. And I am blow or go for no reason. You will not be able to manage your risk on minis in this environment. Be on alert. As my mentor would not say. He would just say, look out. So like, he would see a guy by the candle like this and he would just scream at the top of his lungs, look out. Or the market would start dumping, he'd be like, look out. And I would have to figure that out, like what that meant. But when he said that, I know that meant I need to look out. Like I need to stop goofing around. Or doing whatever the hell it was I was previously doing. I think they're getting ready to go lower. And I think that they're monkeying around. I think this move is fake. I think they're about to go lower. I think that these people are about to attack. Shortening here inside this hole is ill-advised too. It's best I wait. They could squeeze this up here past this zone. I don't know what I don't know what these people have planned or have in mind. There's nothing to stop them. Is that a trend line? God knows what they want to do. They about to dump this, boy. This NQ is about to dump. They are about to dump this. Look at that wick. Look at this candle, man. They about to dump this into hell. This is not bullish to me. They might do a fake out first. It's best I wait. This is not bullish to me. They're going to have to prove this is bullish to me. I'm not going anywhere right now when they're going sideways. Look at this market. It's best I watch out. I could get hurt very badly. Best I watch out. based on the market today. What do you want to see before you enter anything? I want them to chill out, and I want to see exactly where they're going based off of the liquidity that they've engineered. Then I want to see something that I believe is remotely safe to enter, and I don't need them to go sideways. We're in the same candles we were at 9:30, but they just done seek and destroy all day. This is full blown seek and destroy with no real objective in mind. I want to see that stop first. I think that they're about to dump this market. That's what my brain's telling me. But they might pump this first. It's crazy. That sounds insane. Based on the market right there. Hey, just had a crazy open trade up 437. Should I walk away? I'm unsure. I can't always answer that question. Are you inside this Discord? I don't know what size you normally trade. I don't know what objectives you're trying to accomplish. I don't know what account you're trading. I don't know if you've been trading all day or not. I don't know if you were up or down prior. I don't know what you normally make. I don't know if you're already profitable. I don't know if you just got it done with a payout. I don't know if you're close to a payout or not. I don't know if you're trading an evaluation. I can only answer those questions if I can see your screen or like if I know you're inside Discord. That's why mentorship is invaluable. Because I can't answer those questions from TikTok. Like, I'm not trying to price gouge you for $59 a month. But to me, I think that's worth more than $59 per month. Because when I did answer that question yesterday, I don't know if you were paying attention, there was a student up here that was up 1,200 ticks, and I had him, and I told him to sell right up at this top, and he sold right over here, and then it round tripped this entire move. I was down 400, made 900, and I'm up 2K. I need 3K to pass. If I was you, I mean, it's just, like, I don't even know what firm you're trading, so I don't know if there's any consistency rules with this. I don't know if you're trading Top Step, or or bootlicker firm. Like, I don't know what's going on. See what I'm saying? And like, as I'm answering these questions, I can't look for trade setups. See what I'm saying? So your Top Step, she's like, I'm gonna have to do research on the Top Step rules in order to answer your question again. So I'm unsure about that. Like, I can't necessarily let you know that while I'm in the middle of live trading. If I do, then I would have to charge $1,500 per month, because then I can't actively trade and look for trade setups. Like right now as it stands, I'm literally looking at the chat to see if you send something, and I'm not even looking at the candles. I'm not trying to be rude or price gouge you or confuse you. I'm just because people tend to get offended whenever whenever their wants aren't catered to, whenever they feel as though that their needs aren't catered to. But a lot of times we as humans don't look at all of the other factors behind that. I think that they're getting ready to dump this thing. That's fake.
He said he's up. Why not stop?
Because he's just trading an eval. It's not like no funded account. He's trading an eval. I think that they're monkeying around and that they're goofing around with no clear objective in mind. 55-point candles. This is wild. Yes. That's a random 100-point candle right here. Another random 75-point candle. Another random 55, 60-point candle. 100 points in 75 seconds right there. This right here is a random 200-point candle almost. They dumped this market 400 points right over here at this bottom, which is 800 ticks in a straight line, and then immediately reversed it. And yes, this is what you get when you have deep negative HVL. You get random 75, 65, 70-point candles like this, randomly up or down. This is seek and destroy. This is 100% seek and destroy. They have no clear objective in mind, and you don't know if they're going to go up or down. So, like, if you're entering into this trade, you're going to get chopped up. I think they're getting ready to go lower, and I think it starts with this. I personally think that they're testing this floor, and they're about to yeet this through this floor. But who cares about what I think? I need to see what they're doing. They're going sideways because if I short this and they squeeze up in there, I lose. So I need to know for certain. I'm not going to goof around with them. I'm going to wait. So who cares about what I think? I need to see what they're doing. Then I need to react based on what they're doing, and I need to be on that right side. So they can keep everything else. Be on alert. Watch out. This is serious. This is not a game. I think they're trying to go lower. That's what I think. I think they're trying to go lower, and I think they're trying to go over there and flash this low, and then come over here to this volume balance that they left in their wake. This right is where I think that they're aiming for. And I think they're about to dump it. I think that they've made their decision. Like I told you, I think they want to go lower. I don't think that they want to go higher. I think they want to go lower. I would not long this. I told you. They want to go lower and fill this volume balance and take out this low and do this gap fill today. They don't want to go higher. They want to go lower, and it starts with this. This is the first domino to fall. They want to come here. I do not think that these people want to go higher. I'm trying to tell you. They're about to dump this. If they give a serious bounce, I'm going to short this. Before they feel the volume bounce, of course. But they're not going to do that. They just filled it just now. See? I didn't just put that circle there. They just filled it just now. I did not just put that circle there. They came to that exact spot of that circle. That is insane. And they filled it. I did not just draw that. That was there prior. They want to know if you know how to read this. That's what they want to know. They want to go lower and not higher. This is what's next on there. This is what's next on their radar. What happens in between then, you can still make you lose. Just watch out now. Look at that. They're about to dump this. QQQ just filled the imbalance. In the video on the 200, my news wire said. Let's go over that video. They want to go lower. They want a dub. This is what's next on the list. I told you this. I've been telling you this entire time. This is where they want to come to. If your strategy got in the way of this, I apologize for you. They want to dump and go lower and not higher. I told you this. They don't want to go higher, they want to go lower. And you're just not listening to what they're doing. They want to come to the circle. This is what's next on the list. They're knocking these out one by one. I'm just a dude that's just telling you what they're doing. Look at that volume balance right there they just created on the SPX. Higher here. Look at that. What is that? So 48. They about to come up here and shoot this up here and fill this and then go lower. Look at that volume bounce that they left in their wake. That they don't want to leave behind. Look at that fill. Wow. They filled that. That's incredible. Wow. As soon as I saw that, they came right for it. That's incredible. Wow, that is incredible, man. Look at the size of these candles, boy. This is not your grandmother's candles. They left that damn 48. They left that 50 right there, and they green shot it. Jesus. I couldn't even set the alert. As soon as I saw it, they came forward. Wow. That's incredible. This is dangerous. As soon as I saw it, they came forward. I couldn't even set the alert in enough time. They just shot it up. This is a dangerous environment. If you try and catch a knife, you're going to get cooked. Don't do that. You need to wait for the candle to close. If you try and catch the knife, you're not going to perfect time to entry anymore in this environment. Not a negative HVL, because when they start to buy, they're going to buy. When they start to sell, they're going to sell. Market's going to squeeze, and it's going to precipitate through the floor. It's going to precipitate up, and it's going to precipitate down. You don't catch falling knives in negative HVL. You don't do that. You'll blow up. Don't do that. You'll lose. Don't do that. You will lose. Hmm. Look at that bounce over there at that low like that. And this first presented Bissy. This first presented Bissy after sweeping out that low, taking out those lows, after taking out the Asia and London lows. Shorting this right now may not be the smartest idea to do. I just don't think this is safe in either direction. I just think they're just monkeying around. I'm serious. I just think they're just monkeying around right now. It's just this is not time distortion. This is seek and destroy time distortion. This is seek and destroy because we're on the same candles we opened up on. Nothing's changed. Except that they've gone up and down 900 to 1,000 ticks in 10-minute increments. That's all they've done. This is full-blown seek and destroy with no real objective or nothing being accomplished. And then when they go, they're going to go without you, without your account, so that you can't participate. Because either you got chopped up and hit your daily loss limit, or you blew the account, you don't have no account to trade. This is a dangerous environment. Look at that market bounce. Wow. This is seek and destroy. This is seek and destroy, and Trump isn't even talking. They normally like to pull it out of the hat whenever Trump's talking, or like during FOMC, or during like some crazy headline event, like some Iranian headline, and then they walk it right back. This is full blown seek and destroy right now that you're seeing right now. They're just seeking and destroying without completing any objectives for real. And they're just going up and down in a straight line because it's negative HVL. It's like if you try and catch a falling knife, if you try and catch an upward shooting knife, if you try and catch an upward, like an upward knife, the ceiling is going to keep expanding. So it's going to keep cutting you. And if you try and catch a falling knife, the floor is going to keep on falling. And it's going to keep cutting you. This is dangerous to navigate, boy. This is not a joke. Look at this damn market here. This is crazy, boy. I'm going to short this on 3 micros, and I'm going to try and get, I'm going to start entering into a short right now, and I'm going to try and get 120 ticks to the downside off of this. This could be very dangerous because I am shorting inside this hole over here, but I'm looking at this SPX. I want to see this SPX and the SPY go lower. And hurt people that like to short inside the hole. Best I go break even soon.
Order submitted.
Fake up. They want to dump and go lower. They don't want to go higher. Look at that fake move. This is a crazy environment. These candles are huge.
Order filled.
Stop out. Jesus. Look at that.
Order canceled.
Wow. Look at that. Almost, damn near almost straight to the TP. Close at 95. Low at 6. Look at this 11-point volume balance over at the bottom of this. That's why it's best to go break even in this environment. You don't know what they're doing. Look at the size of these candles, boy. Holy smoke cakes. I'm not going anywhere right now. Nvidia's pumping. Nvidia went green just now on that candle. They want to go higher, not lower. Nvidia went green on that candle. Be on alert. They want to go higher and not lower. That was crazy just now. They edged my TP. And then took out this liquidity. High at 69. High at 78. I'm going to reshort
Order filled.
and try and get 120 ticks to the downside again after they flashed that liquidity on 3 micros. With this 11, 12 point volume balance lower as a lower drawn liquidity potentially. Go break even.
Order submitted.
Look at that. Look at that. Jesus Christ. The gracious Christ, boy, they effing around today. Huh? Are they not effing around today, or is it just me?
Oh, they ain't playing. They not
They're
playing
not
at all.
boy. Look at that. It's best I get out and front run this. Holy shit.
They're snatching bags and all.
Man. I just front ran that just now, and it didn't even fill my order just now. That's crazy to me. And now they're going to tell me how to break even. Wow. This is a crazy environment to be trading. Wow. Watch this. Now watch them stop it out of break even. Look, watch.
Order canceled.
Wow. 10 ticks away. 10 ticks away in a deep negative HVO regime, and they still couldn't give it to me. I shorted it here, and I was trying to get 120. I shorted it here, and I was trying to get 120. Where did I short it at? I shorted it at 715, and I was trying to get 120. I was 4 ticks away from TPing out. 4 ticks. 4 ticks away from TPing out, you know. Excuse me. That's crazy. What an environment. What a time to be alive. Look at that liquidation squeeze up here to this high. Another pump. Close at 39. What? They just filled that 10 point volume balance. They just left up at the top. They're getting ready to take out 7,400 on this SPX. 7,400 on SPX is about to be eclipsed. They're about to flash 7,400. I'm not gonna jump in front of this train. They're getting ready to squeeze this higher. They want to go higher, not lower. They're making it clear as day, clearly evident that they want to go higher. They don't want to go lower, they want to go higher. Market want to go green today. Oh shit, it's green 0.5%. They want to go way higher. They don't want to go lower. They want to go higher. There's nothing to stop them right now. Just flashed it. Scared everybody out. They're about to squeeze this.
Order filled.
I'm going to reshort this. Jesus Christ. Terrible fill. As soon as I press the button, I'm underwater. That's not good. I reshorted this just now to try and get 120 ticks to the downside.
Order submitted.
Buy stop. Look at that market dump. Oh my God. Look at that dump. Watch them stop me out again, break even. Look.
Order canceled.
Again. They want to go higher, not lower. They're telling you right now, stop goofing around. They want to squeeze to go higher, not lower. Jesus Christ. Wow. Look at that. They want to go higher, not lower. You can tell from how it's behaving that they want to squeeze to go higher. They want a liquidation break this to this high. Every BISI is being used as fuel to go higher.
Order filled.
I'm going to reshort this again and try and get 120 ticks to the downside off of this move. Slightly worse entry. Same as X spot. Look at that. End up losing. I gotta wait. Look at that. Every BISI is being used as fuel to go higher. NVIDIA turned green. Look at this.
This market making its own rules.
Mm-hmm. I think they're about to go lower.
Look like it's trying to hit that 15-minute FBG above.
That's exactly what it's trying to do. 100%. That's exactly what it's trying to do. It's trying to hit that 15-minute Sibi. That's exactly where it's trying to go.
So what you was looking at on the downside, E?
Given this current regime, I was just trying to get 126 to the downside off of this move here.
Order submitted.
Off of a dump. Like this. Again. Man, this is just ridiculous, bro. Like, they keep on goofing around with me, bro, with this. Look at this. This is
That's
like pulling
crazy.
teeth. This is literally worse than pulling teeth. Look at that.
Order canceled.
Straight to the TP. Okay.
Nice job, man. Nice job.
Yeah. Stayed fast on this short. What's going on is I'm using this gravitational pull of this I'm using the gravitational pull of this Bissy over here. I'm not Bissy of this 12-point volume balance with the fact that I think they might want to come lower. They hadn't popped this high yet over here on the QQQ, but they popped it on the NQ. So you need to be on hyper alert for that because they might want to complete this trifecta and come over and pop this high on this damn QQQ. The high of this candle over here, 717.21, and the high of this candle is 717.13. Okay, let me see what's going on in my accounts. Ooh. So because of the commissions that I had to pay, I'm $6 short on registering a trading day. I'm only trying to get $200 a day for 5 days so I can withdraw anywhere from $11,000 to $10,000 from the Apex. So I don't want to really goof around with these people too much. So I'm gonna go one micro on my next trade. One micro for my next trade. I think they're about to squeeze this higher. Why? Because they didn't take out this damn high over in the QQQ. High of this candle over here is 21, and the high of this candle over here is 13. I think they might squeeze this higher, man. I'm being serious. Only thing I see them going lower for is this, and then maybe they potentially target that gap fill, but I don't know what they're going to do. I have no idea. I just think they're just goofing around. So I'm gonna go one micro on my next trade. I'm being for real. This environment is crazy. Look at these candles. Why did they miss that Sibi up there above? Why did they miss that Sibi up there above if they was trying to really go lower? Why did they miss that for?
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Look at that. They still want to dump. So the trade that I took was the correct direction. That pump completely cooked me. Why was you shorting us at the hole? Were you oversized? Just long to that pump and edge my TP to get stopped out, shaking my head. Yeah. Did you go break even? Did they stop you at a break even? They want to roll us over and go lower now, it appears. What is that? Look at this volume balance. Close 98, high 91.7. 7-point volume balance. Look at that. Another one that was just created. This market is acting very volatile. Yeah, break even. Good job. Trend line, where? On what asset? Native, what you looking at? Sorry. I was laughing. Sorry. It was funny. Bro took my trades and front ran all of them and made money. Sorry. Honestly, I've just copied your trades today. And I'm saying this in a nervous voice. Obviously, just copied your trades today. So close to this payout. And not trying to screw myself. But only aiming for about 100 to 110 ticks. And it's going straight to TP every time. Absolutely. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 accounts. That's funny as hell. Let's do it, man. Look at that pump. They want to take out this high. Actually, full edge, full micros. Man, they about to squeeze this and take out this high on this QQQ here. 7-17-21 is what they're getting ready to come to. Look at that bounce. Look at that ES get off this ground, boy, and lift off like LeBron in Miami.
The candle created like a 35, 40 point gap in SPX.
You said the what?
SPX that candle created like a 35 point.
That's how aggressive that move was just now. And they took out that high just now in that one swoop. I told you that it was gonna go higher. We need to have modest expectations in this environment. They're flipping this around on a dime and shooting it up 300 damn 150 points in mere minutes. That was a 100-point move in 85 seconds. But you know that candle isn't closed, right? That was crazy just now. Look at that ES get off this ground, boy.
Yeah, I got that.
They're getting ready to come here next on this ES. I'm looking at it on my screen. They want to pop this high on ES. Why would they not pop this high? This is where they want to come to next. This high is where they're about to pop on this ES. Do not short this beforehand. Pop high. You're done for the day, Joe. They want to go higher, not lower. My newswire said they're repumping. What? What are they repumping? He said they're pumping it like how it just came out. What are you talking about? He said they're repumping. Made 200, low key done for the day. Good job, Farouk. Base hit. Look at that market squeeze and get off that damn ground and take out that HOD. Wow.
Actually, kind of wild. I took a small long off it, but it's kind of wild the long that gave you.
Boy. They get ready to come up here and pop these highs next. What's to stop them? There's nothing to stop them. They've decided that they want to go higher. NVIDIA is getting off this ground. NVIDIA was below 200, now it's above 200. It's damn near 201. Avgo was green. All of the semis are green. Intel Core is green. Google is green. Amazon is green. Apple is green. My newswire said VIX and SPY are both hitting a high at the same time. Is he correct? No, he's wrong. No, he didn't say that. I'm sorry. He said SPY is hitting a high. That's what he said, sorry. SPY is hitting a high, that's what he said. And he's correct. SPY is squeezing. Obviously, we're at the HOD. Every short that pressed the short button today is underwater. They want to squeeze. Best not to catch a falling knife or an upward shooting knife in negative HVL. They don't have to go lower. They can go higher indefinitely. They reversed this market on a dime. This looks like they're about to go to damn 720 on this QQQ. They just popped that high on that ES too. 74.20, I mean, yeah, 74.23 SPXs was next. Along with 74.91 ES. That's what's next. Popping Tuesday's highs was the next on the list. The HOD from Tuesday. During New York. Be on alert. They just popped this high over here on this damn ANQ. And the liquidation squeeze and heap. This is bullish, not bearish. Now they dumping. They ain't dumping. They're just going sideways right now. They're not going to reverse this on a serious note until you see it first presented. Sibi. Yeah, no, they're just going sideways, bro. They're trying to go higher. This is bullish off the chain. Immediate term. Still intraday bearish. They want to go higher right now. This is when they want to go higher right now, that is. Look at that market get off this ground. Are you kidding me? Close at 11. Low at 21. That's a 10-point volume balance right here. This right is exactly what I'm talking about whenever I say, whenever you're trading these volume balances are advanced level trades. Because I know some of you are probably thinking, bro, when they going to come back for that 12 lower? They can come back for that later. Or this could be the one in a million time where they don't do it. I'm being dead serious. Volume balances are highly advanced trades. I'm going to short this and try to get 40 ticks to the downside.
Order filled.
Damn. Okay, I accomplished my goal now. Why? Because I shorted up that 10-point volume balance. I was just trying to get 40 ticks. Shorted it here on the green, and I was out here 40 ticks. By the time you started up, I swear to God, by the time you started on TikTok, I was out of the trade. So you're just now hearing this right now on TikTok, and the trade is over with. And on YouTube. Only way you can get that is by being inside Discord immediately. I'm going to turn my accounts off now. 232 across the accounts. Second day. Wait, what's today? Wednesday? 3 days. 2 more days now to make $12,000. Oh, wait, what's 250 times 10? Wait, sorry.
12.5, right? 12.5?
250 times 5 is 12.5 times 10. 2 more days now to make $12,500 on the Apex. 2 more days, I'm going to log off, and I'm going to switch my IP address. Give me a second. Why? Because I'm going to still trade. Let me disconnect. And I'm done with my bonus accounts, too. Connections. I'm going to disconnect. Going to disconnect. Wait. Matter of fact, I'll just. Matter of fact, I'm going to just exit out of this. Bro, you click sell and you left the trade immediately. Oh, what do you mean left the trade immediately? What do you mean left? No, what do you mean left? What do you mean by left, Zay? Yeah, as soon as I pressed the button, they dumped the 40 ticks. Because I used that gravitational pull on this 10-point volume balance because it was like 40, 50 ticks away, and I figured it was going to come back to it. What do you mean sell? Like close? Oh, yeah. TP in place. I know what I'm trying to get out of every single trade when I press this button. If you press that button and if you don't see exactly where you think they're getting ready to go, then you don't need to be pressing that button or taking that trade. I still think they're getting ready to go lower. I think they're getting ready to dump this past the zone, come over and fill this. Close of 11, lower 13. I still think I think they're ready to dump this to this floor and come through to the zone because they didn't feel it. That alert didn't go off. You see that? This right here was fake, and then they did it 10 seconds after I said that. They want to go lower, not higher. They're monkeying around. Let me change my IP address. Take a picture. They want to go lower. Fake out. They want to go higher. Every BISI is being used as fuel to go higher. Ain't nothing wrong with that, J. Will.
That's crazy. That's
As long as you
crazy.
making your money, brother. They want to go higher, not lower. bullish. You did not make that mistake anymore, Dev. You did not make that mistake anymore, sir. All just aside, you need to run a test limit order before you enter into any trade. I know that's a rookie mistake, but everybody needs to not make that mistake that he made. This is his first day
What did he
being
do?
funded.
What did he do?
Um, so he just joined here and he just passed his first account. He just got funded for his first time today, and he already made a mistake. And so I know, guys, I know some of y'all are probably thinking, bro, that dude just joined here, bro. He's up $1,700, bro, on his first on his funder, bro. Congratulate him. Yes, I'm going to congratulate him. But the reason why he's here is so that he can improve. He needs to run a test limit order, a test limit order like this, far below price on one on excuse me, like this, far below price.
Order
And he needs to
submitted.
look
Order
and make
submitted.
sure directly that
Order canceled.
that he's trading MNQs. So it worked out in his favor. He's up $1,700, but the next time he's gonna blow that account. You need to run a test limit order before you enter into any trade. You need to be paying attention to what you're doing. There is no time for mental lapses. We need to lock in. This is a crazy environment. You would have been salty as hell if you would have entered into that trade and you blew that account. And then you would have thought that the market was out to get you because it was your first day trading. So I know some people probably be thinking, bro, that dude finally took the chance, man, to join that dang on Discord. And he's up $1,700 on a funded account. He just started trading. Why don't you congratulate that guy? He's turning that corner, man. Just forget it. No. You're here for a reason. This is just the beginning. You're here to improve your life. I can't do that by blowing smoke up your ass. But I'm going to still blow the horn for him. We're going to blow the horn for him, though. But I still got to... We're going to blow the horn for him, but still, though, he needs to lock in. Good job. Proud of him. He's done for the day. No more trades. You're done, CJ. No, I appreciate the constructive criticism. Absolutely. That's all it is. Constructive criticism. I don't think that you seriously love me if you're not going to help me realize my utmost potential. I don't think so. You can't tell me that. If you're going to sit here and watch me do something foolish and you know I did something foolish, you're going to say, hey, now, you can obviously be respectful. Just recklessly hating, that's different. But hey, man, look, tighten up a little bit. It worked out for you this time, but maybe next time you will get burned. Let's lock in. If you can't say something like that when I'm clearly doing something foolish, and you know it, but I can't see it. Like if I can't see it, then especially in the beginning while I'm still learning, come on, man, you don't really care about me. I'm a teacher and high school coach, so I understand. Absolutely. Well, hey, man, thank you so much for your service. I'm being dead serious. Thank you so much for your service, man. The world runs on people like you. We appreciate everything that you do. I 100% want to help you now for sure. Men and women of service is not just limited to the military or to policemen and firefighters. That reaches out to everybody. Everybody that's servicing other people. That includes fast food workers, waiters, waitresses, people in the service industry, anybody trying to make our world a better place. I appreciate all of you, including the garbage man. What happened to Murdoch? Alpha Wolf. I'm not sure what happened to Chris. But Murdoch, I haven't heard from Murdoch in a while. Murdoch ain't been on since I blew those accounts when he came back on that first day. Blaster says, I don't know what happened to bro. I don't know if he took offense or not. But nobody can make me press this button and lose other than myself. So I don't know what happened to bro. To be for real. This is a crazy environment. These candles are huge.
So you say you blew some accounts or Murdoch blew accounts?
It was that day It was a day I lost like 2.5 months ago when the AT&T dude came to my house. Remember? And I was on the phone with AT&T, and Murdoch
Oh
came
yeah,
back that same day,
yeah.
and I was just on the phone, and I wasn't paying attention. And I was in that trade, and it was going against me. And it went back to break even, and Allen was screaming at the top of his lungs from inside Discord and waving his hands back and forth, saying, "Get out of break even, get out of break even." But I wasn't paying attention because I was on the phone, and I was distracted with Murdoch. And Murdoch was like, "Nah, hold on to this. It's gonna come back." And like, I got a guy by the account against me, and I blew the accounts. That was that day, and like, he never came back
Yeah.
ever since then. I just thought, I didn't want him to take offense. I mean, I pressed the button. I was distracted. Good morning, y'all. I made it to church this morning. Good job, bud. How you doing? Trendline, where?
I thought maybe he made that money like Chris, and he
And
dipped.
ran off on the plug. Right. That is a trend
Absolutely,
line. Right.
dipped like he was in the six fold.
I hope so. I want, I want the best for everybody here. My newswire said TLT is hitting the high. Look at this trend line. Barely. This is this is this is a little bit too steep for my liking. For me to want to trade this, like it's a little bit too steep. Like I'm unsure if people are gonna believe that. Like it has to be something where people go, man, you know what? If I long this right over here, this is support. Like this trend line over here might be a little bit too steep for my liking. Let me see. This SPY one is a little bit more reasonable. That's the one I'm gonna go off of, not this other one. This one here is too steep for my liking. I don't like that. That's too steep. I don't like that trend line. That's far too steep for my blood. The trend line theory works because people would want to would want to buy it there. And when they think that they're up and it goes 3, 4, 1, 2, I believe. The 3 and the 4 is where they believe at. And then they count out the doors where they get stopped out at. And that's what you're profiting off of. But you got to be out. It's not an old trend line and market going reverse and never come back. It's a trend line. I take a small base hit out of it because while other people are getting liquidated, I'm getting out. They need to touch this trend line over here on this SPY for me to believe it. Is that a volume balance over at the bottom of this candle? Close at 34. Low of 41. That's a 7-point volume balance, which is but it gets filled on a 6. It gets filled at 35 actually. So it's showing a 7, but it's really a 6. Because if the candle closes at 10, but then they come back down and they touch 11, it gets filled. They want to go lower and fill this here. They want to come back and fill this. They want to dump. They want to come here. This move was fake. They don't want to go no higher. They want to go lower. I'm not going to trade that, though. That needs to be at least a 10 or a 12 in this environment for me to blindly short that. Test limit order.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
I think they're about to dump this to this floor. They want to dump and come here. See that? They want to dump and come here. They just filled that just now. They just filled this. That move was fake. They're just going sideways. This is a dangerous environment. We're navigating. They filled all of these sibbies and left this in their wake. They've done nothing today. In the grand scheme of things, nothing. They didn't even do a gap fill. They didn't even do a gap fill. Seek and destroy kind of action kind of day today. You need to be trading liquidity to the session. That's what we need to be doing. And seeing where they're going and getting in and out. Guys, listen, if you're up today, you need to walk away. No more trades. All just aside. If you're up today, walk away, please. You're done. It's 11 o'clock and they're goofing around. Don't be surprised if they give you some weird headline. Good job. Good job, Mullah. Timestamp 11:10. You're not my dad. Right. That market is. Keep goofing around with him if you want to. That market is your dad. It'll tell you to spank you. You right. That's funny. They're goofing around. They're monkeying around. They're meandering. I'll be back. I'll be back. Excuse me. I got to go stretch my back. Just need to stretch. if I have 2 fund accounts, should I be copy trading them? Should I trade them individually? Hmm. How many payouts have you had in the last 90 days? Read my name. That's your answer. Because if you continue on the streak that you've been on, then you only gonna get then you're gonna blow both of the accounts. Like you need as many chances as possible at getting a payout. So I would look at it like this: if you get one account to a payout, then you finally get a payout, and then you get to a payout. If you don't, then you get another chance to try and get to a payout. But if you but if you but if you continue on the same road, then you're right back at ground zero. That's what I would do. Once you get to one payout unlocks the confidence and the ability in order for you to then add a little bit more. Add a little bit more, increase more, trade more accounts, trade more confidence, like that. So yeah, I would focus on getting one account to a payout, and then you get that account to a payout. While you waiting on that to be approved, let's get to the other account. And honestly speaking, unless I was at my profit target within the first 30 minutes to an hour of the day, anything past you sitting in front of this computer for 2 or 3 hours, if it's anything like that, then you need to be done for the day completely and don't even trade the other account. They don't have to both get to the payout simultaneously. You need to get to a singular payout and you need to work on your discipline. So if you sitting over here goofing around and it's like 12, 1 o'clock and you up, and you up $600 on that one funded account, then you need to cut it and not trade the other account because you could very well lose on the other account that day because you've exercised your edge, and then now you only got one account, and now you sweating bullets like, damn, I got to make this work, and that's the worst position to be in. I got to make this work is the worst position to be in. That is the worst position to be in. It's all or nothing, or I'm cooked. It's not a good position to be in. They want to go lower. They're just goofing around in this 15-minute busy with that 1 and 5-minute busy. Make no mistake, they want to go lower. I think it starts with a 715 flash or a VWAP. NQ is trying to go lower, and ES is trying to squeeze to go higher. They're fighting each other. NQ is only up 0.37%, and SPY is up 0.75%, 0.75. That's how you know they're fighting each other. I'm really upset nobody on the 22nd. That's false. That's false, Phantom. We wish you a happy birthday here, Phantom. Look. You just didn't see the messages. Look, Phantom. We love you, buddy. Come on now. Oh. Thanks, Cole. I'm okay. Thanks for the birthday wishes. See right here? Happy birthday, my man. See? Look, Phantom. Raz told you happy birthday. Raz
I
told you
know.
happy birthday.
I'm just pulling you back.
I know. We know you just
Happy
teasing, but
belated birthday, family.
Jesse told you happy birthday and Grant. And Colt. The whole gang.
I know you guys got my back.
Absolutely, brother. Come on, man. We know you was just teasing.
Well, I was only pulling your leg.
I know. We know.
Yeah, hey, I sent you one on the DM.
Yeah, I know, Abundant. I see it.
Love, man.
Yes, it's all
Phantom,
love, man.
Phantom, I'm gonna send you something, Phantom. I'm gonna send you one of these blown accounts, and I'm gonna see, you know,
What can you do with that? If you can't, if you can't bring this blown account back, you're a scammer,
hey,
Phantom.
hey, it's that thought that count.
Yeah.
NQ and ES are going in the opposite direction. ES is trying to go parabolic, and NQ is trying to dump to go lower. Look at the difference. Look, ES. Look at the strength from the ES from this 1, 5, and 15-minute Bissy touch, and look at the weakness from NQ. Look, NQ is trying to go lower, and ES is trying to squeeze to go higher. Look, which one is lying to you is the question, is what you need to be trying to figure out. I think I know which one is lying to me. I think I know. Trust me, I think I know. I think I know which one lying to me. I think that ES is lying to me, and I think they're gonna go lower. I think that ES is lying, and I think they want to go lower, and I just think that they're just BSing around. Look at them touch this 15-minute Sibby damn into the tick and dump. I think they're lying, and I think they want to go lower. Until proven otherwise. Look at that trend line that they touch. 1, 2, I believe, and 3 or 4 on the counter to door. Look. Snap it and dump. I think they're about to go lower. I think they got business lower. Best to wait. PA is very conflicting, that is correct. They're about to come here now. And they are reactivating this magnet for here. They're reactivating this magnet again. Shorting it in a 15-minute Bissy is just ill advised, though. You could get hurt doing that. Last time I seriously lost, it was because I shorted in a 15-minute Bissy at the bottom of a move in the hole. I think that they're getting ready to dump this and take out 715 on this QQQ. That's what my brain's telling me.
Yeah, I remember when you did that.
You said what?
I remember when you shorted it in the hole.
Yeah, you remember that, huh?
Yes, I do.
In a 15-minute Bissy.
Yep.
There was no defense. I got roasted. Look at that market bounce out of that 15-minute Bissy. That's just like a casual, probably 200 tick bounce out of a 15-minute Bissy. Look, that's a casual 275 working on a 300 tick bounce out of a 15-minute Bissy. That right there is exactly what happened to me. You don't ever do that. You don't short it. That's why I have these levels marked. You don't short into a 15-minute Bissy, especially not on a 15-minute Bissy after an internal liquidity sweep like this. Into the hole. You don't do nothing like that. That's dangerous. It's best not to do that. Don't do that. Hmm. Here's an 11-point volume balance paired with the 12. What you think about shorting this right now, Phantom, to try and target that 11-point volume balance? What do y'all think? There's an 11 and a 12 below. It's 1128. Hmm.
I don't know. I'm not. I'm not too
That's
keen on that
196 to this volume balance here.
idea.
You said what, Phantom?
I'm not too keen on that idea. No.
Yeah, I agree. It's best to wait. They just created a huge one just now. Look at this. Close of 35. What? Close of 35. Low of 67. What the hell is that? Code. Everybody wake up. Wake up right now. What is this? Do the math. Close of 35. Low of 67. Is that what I think that is? Is that a 32-point volume balance over here?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Shorten it.
Order submitted.
That's a 32. I'm shorting it. 4 contracts.
Mm.
That's a 32. That's what I see.
Yeah, but
Wake up.
no.
That's a 32. Wake up.
I don't see it. It's not gonna go. No, it's not gonna go.
Look at ES just go parabolic. Is that a 32? Is that what I think that it is? All just aside.
Order filled.
I added another 8 contracts onto this. I mean, another 4 contracts onto this up here at this top.
Order submitted.
All right, it should go now. It should go.
Mm-hmm.
Order submitted.
There you go.
Look at that. Scale out.
Order filled. Order canceled. Order submitted.
It's gonna go.
Order filled.
There
Jesus
it goes.
Christ. That was free money. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a
Order
32.
canceled.
That was the largest I've seen literally in like 3 or 4 months. This is free money that we're printing. Holy
Yeah.
shit. That is a 32. This is the biggest free money I have seen in a while. May he help us. If they squeeze it and go higher, I am going to do the same exact thing again. They are going to come to the zone. That is a 32.1 balance. That is a 32 ahead of an 11 and a 12. I don't give a damn what I'm looking at. I'm blindly shorting it. And the only reason why I'm no longer trading this
There
anymore
she
at this point in
goes.
time is because I just made $350 times 20 accounts. I don't want to be too greedy. I can see where they're
Nope.
going.
Yeah.
This is remarkable. Have you ever seen anything like this? That is a 32. I doubled the size on that. I don't care what. Yeah, I pressed the button here. I was 60 seconds early. Okay, so what? I'm trying to
No
tell you,
biggie.
boy. Look at that. Imagine if I would have held on to that.
Yep. Yep. I can see it's going.
They filled it, I think.
Yeah.
Close is 35, low at
Yep.
37. They reduced it to like a 2. You need to not be greedy.
Nope.
It's best that we stop. All of those accounts. Holy smoke. I assume we're going lower. I don't assume nothing. I just saw this 32
No,
point
don't
volume.
assume anything.
Yeah, I'm not assuming nothing.
It's
Eddie.
gonna start moving back up now.
I think that they were
We,
trying to go
we
higher,
show
but they saw this
show
32
show
point
me
volume.
show me again, E. Man, I need to see this. I don't know how I'm not seeing it.
That's right here. Look, we closed right over here, and the low. Look, we closed at 35 on the QQQ, and the low of this candle is 67. The difference between that is 32. I haven't seen something that large since like Trump was talking about Iran, and like they
Oh,
flashed
you
like
on
a 45.
QQQ. Okay. I was looking at NQ. I'm
No,
sorry, my bad.
yeah, the volume balances are only going to be on QQQ, SPY, and SPX, cross assets. Beyond alert, they still might dump this through the zone to fully satisfy it, but they've reduced it to about a 2, but it's still acting as though it's a 32. I don't know what they could do. My bet says that they dump this and fill this and then go higher. I think both was I think both I think both answers result in them going higher. So you needed to been out. Look at that. Perfect trade. There's nothing better. We print the free money. Is it best to be on alert? Yeah. Dude, they just gave us free money just now. Did y'all see that? Who took that trade? Where's Code at? Is Code asleep?
I took the trade.
No, I'm in here. I was in it.
Oh,
Just
we asleep?
annoyed at one of my Apex groups.
Are y'all awake or y'all asleep? What's going on? Okay, Coach here. Coach said that he took it. And hopefully he got out. Wait, but
Yeah, I'm
this is when base hit. They don't gotta feel it. We gotta take a base hit and not be too greedy. This right is exactly what I'm talking about. Wanna know why? Because if I would have shorted up over here and instead of gotten out over here and tried to squeeze it out for another 10 more ticks, I would have got break even. I would have lost the money and I would have been $350 closer to blowing my accounts. That right there is exactly why I don't get greedy. I see where they're going, but I get out early. I don't want to be too greedy. They would have stopped me out break even and they still gonna dump it. Look, watch them dump it and still come into the zone. Watch. But this time without my account and me scared thinking that they're gonna go higher because my confidence was just shooken because they just stopped me out and now they're gonna do it in one candle. Watch them.
Still like a 36 on SPX below too, so there's still reason for this market to go
Yeah.
down out of this like first position
Exactly.
after this liquidity sweep up top.
Yeah, you talking about over here? Yeah,
It's
what's the candle? 1126, huh? 1126, 1125.
nah, this SPX there's a full candle gap. 1044. 1044, 1043. It's a 36.
1044.
It's a pretty big ass gap.
Oh yeah, I see that. Jesus.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I mean, there's still
absolutely.
reason for it to come down here
Right,
and
exactly.
flash VWAP and
Man,
on ES maybe.
man, but this ES and this SPX is unrelenting. Is that a perfect double top? High at 7496.50. 7490. Yeah, nope. They're getting ready to squeeze this to go higher. Bullish, not bearish. That's a perfect double top on ES. No one is paying attention to that. That's a perfect double top on ES. They're about to squeeze this ES past the zone. The only reason why they're trying to go lower is to fill that 32. That was the only reason. I didn't see that. They're getting ready to squeeze this past the zone. ES is for sure going to go parabolic and take this out. Whichever one that they do first is going to be the opposite direction that I think they get ready to go. So like if they dump this and satisfy this volume balance over here lower in full, then I think they're going to stop here inside this zone or something like that, and then start to curl this up, and ES is going to take out this double top high. Whichever one they do, I think they're going to do the exact opposite. So understand what understand what you're working with right now. So if you shorten this, you need to be out when they feel this, because I don't think they're going to really go no higher. I don't think they're going to seriously go any lower. This right over here, this is the only thing compelling this market to go lower. I'm trying to tell you that double top there's like a magnet. Don't goof around with them. You've been warned. Be on alert. I'm done. I'm done. I logged out of my Apex account. I'm not gonna trade no more for the rest of this day. That's $350 times 20 accounts. I'm not gonna goof around. They're trying to come over and fill this volume imbalance. They just filled that just now. I told you it's gonna come there. Now, I think they're gonna do the opposite. Be on alert. If you seriously saw, if you see a 32-point double volume imbalance right there on that next or on one or two candle closes like that, you need to be starting like you need to be figuring out how can I scale into this so that I can so that can go lower. Because you now listen, that does not mean full port 40 contracts. Because you could be 60 seconds early. Because if you full ported 40 contracts over here, you were 60 seconds early and you blew your account.
Look at that.
They wanted to go lower this entire time.
Yeah.
With that 30, that's a 32. There's no way in hell they were going to go higher with that. I don't give a damn how many buy orders hit the tape. They was going to go lower. That's why I shorted it the moment that this candle closed. Well, I didn't even wait for the candle to close for real. I shorted it damn near 10 seconds before. I was 60 seconds early, and then I doubled again. I doubled the size right over here on the next, on literally like 60 seconds later. So I saw what they were getting ready to do. Are you paying attention to what we're showing you right now? We're showing you how to print free money, and you're sitting over there on that damn TikTok goofing around, and you're not inside here. You sitting over here goofing around, trying to debate whether or not that you should sign up for this Discord. And you monkeying around over there, and we're printing tens of thousands of dollars a day. Every day. And you're goofing around, you're monkeying around over there, trying to debate $59 a month. And whether or not that you should learn what we're doing. Yeah, because other poor people told you that somebody, that a millionaire who's doing this daily and showing you what they're doing should teach you for free and walk you through how to be a millionaire, and you don't have to pay nothing. And then you just get to run off on the plug afterwards. Are you crazy? Who told you that? That's why poor people stay poor, you know. They do that on purpose. They're infecting your brain, and they've succeeded. Rich people who've already did the work are supposed to get me rich for free. And then if they don't, then they're scammers. So guess what I do? I don't listen to scammers, so I stay away, and I stay exactly where I'm at, and I don't get rich, and I don't learn their ways. Perfect. Or go online and listen to other poor people about how to get rich because they're not doing it. And anyone that gets rich, then we just don't listen to them because they don't want to do it for free. Perfect. Just crabs in the barrel. Perfect. Are you crazy, boy? Think about what I just told you. This is not only a trading channel, this is a psychological channel. We have to change your very brain.
They're gonna keep dumping it.
They want to dump this and go lower to this zone right over here at this 12. They was lying to you. I told you I thought NQ was lying. I thought ES was lying. They didn't want to go no higher. They faked you out. How much is Discord? Link inside my bio. That knowledge center is $49 per month. Because when I go on rants like this and when I explain things to people, I can't day trade and make money like this. If I have to stop, then I have to charge you $1,500 to $2,500 per month, and you don't want to do that. So that knowledge center is $49 for 3 months worth of access. There is no monthly plan no more.
Yeah.
Look at that. They want to go lower and fill this. Bearish.
Another $200.
They want to go lower. Be out. Phantom, you're done for today. What are you doing?
Yeah. I said you saw they couldn't resist.
Okay, you're done, Phantom. Seriously, all this aside, brother. We need to stack these days together and get that payout.
Yep.
Phantom.
All this aside, my brother.
Phantom, this is not a drug, brother. This is not a drug.
Yeah. Discord
He
is
said that
$59
trade.
per month.
He said that trade. Keep calling him.
Do a lifetime membership. Or you can do 3 months. If I stop you from blowing $1 and a half the two funded accounts over the course of an entire year. Or I know that for a fact I can do that. I know for a fact I'm gonna stop you from doing that within 30 days. That pays for a lifetime membership from Insider. That's how you need to be
Facebook.
thinking.
Yep, pays for life.
I'm being dead serious. If you saw this green push over here and I said, what the hell was that? And I screamed like that and I was like, hold on, stop, Colt, who trades these? And I was like, stop. Don't long this. This is bearish. And you was like, why? This is bullish. We getting ready to go higher. Look, bull flag. And you said, man, you know what? The dude that's making tens of thousands of dollars a day doing this, I'm not going to do the opposite of what he's saying. Maybe I'm going to just wait. I might not know what he's talking about, but you know what? At least I'm going to wait. And then maybe I'll buy it down here or something like that, like what he's talking about. And I stop you from doing that. Then I pay for a lifetime membership from being inside here in one day. Understand what I just told you. If you sit here and if you read this if you sit here and you read this pre-market trading plan and you show up to this pre-market meeting every morning at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning, and you sit here, excuse me. Sorry, apologize. And you sit here and you come over here to this channel and I send this out every night and you read this when you wake up, like you waiting on the tooth fairy. And I tell you this market is trapped, and I say we're an intraday sell side, but it's not as certain as all bounces will be sold off because the market is still trapped, like I said earlier. I said we're technically in it until X, Y, and Z is popped. I said this market still be buried, blah, blah, blah. And I say this, I said our only major news driver is home sales at 10. So expect them to come out the gate swinging. And you go, hold on, what does that mean? And then he outlined this at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning, and it's free when I'm inside here. And he said they're going to come out the gate swinging. Maybe I should chill out because I might be close to a payout. Or you know what? It's my first day trading my funded account. And he says 1 to 2 intraday objectives being accomplished. And then time distortion, he said be on alert because random geopolitical headlines may reign supreme again. And you come to this market like this, and you go, man, you know what? He said they're going to come out the gate swinging. So you know what? Maybe I should just chill off like the first 30 minutes. And if that saves your funded accounts, then so help me God, you're in the right place. Because this is coming out the gate swinging. When they shoot this market up 800 ticks in 85 seconds, and then they dump the market immediately 1,100 ticks in 5 minutes, and then they stop it on a dime, and then they reverse it in a straight line with no pullback, 1,000 ticks in the opposite direction. They stop it on a dime immediately and then dump it 1,100 ticks in 15 minutes, stop it on the dime again, and then squeeze this market 1,500 ticks from 11:25 until, I'm sorry, from 10:25 until 11 o'clock in 30 minutes. That is coming out the gate swinging. My job while you're in here is to prepare you. Are you willing to listen? That was my problem
11:50.
initially. That was, see,
11:50.
yeah, 11:50. See, that was my problem initially. I always thought that I knew more than my mentor. But he was green every day and I was red. And I couldn't understand that. I just stopped doing what was making him money. I just stopped doing it. I don't trade like him, but I just stopped doing that. There's a reason why. You need to understand that. 1150 macro, shorts are no longer allowed. Well, man, I see my trade short. I see my short setup. You said it was going to go lower, right? So let me short. Forget that idea. I don't care what they're showing me. I'm not shorting this. They're going to have to dump this into oblivion over the next 15 minutes and then this just be the 1 out of 10 times they do so. And then I go, oh, well, so okay, so what? I'll wait for the next one. I'm not going to short this. Don't do that. Shorts are no longer allowed at this point in time going forward for at least the next 20 minutes. I don't care what they show you, don't short this. If you blindly long this, you'll win 80% of the time. Don't short this. We've shown you what they like to do at 1150. Don't do that. You remember what they did yesterday now at 1150. Remember what I told you? I told you that yesterday at 1150. Let's see what they did yesterday at 1150. Let's see if you believe. What day was it? Tuesday? You see that? See this? See this right here? See that? Remember when I told you that same thing yesterday? And some of y'all was probably looking at this screen going, hold on, what the fuck? Wait, I don't care, man. This is bearish. I'm going to short this. And the thing that's making me money and keeping, more importantly, keeping money inside my pocket, you was thinking about doing the opposite. You see what happened over here at 1150? You see this? You see that 800-point move from 1150? They never went lower. Short it. I dare you. Do it. Do it. Press the show button. Do it. Yeah, do it. Well, I did that and I won. Do it again the next day and then let me know how that works out. Do it again. Do it again for 2 or 3 days in a row and let me know if you're green and still got your account. You need to be paying attention to what they're doing and the things that I'm telling you. The answers are here in front of your face and you're effing around over there. Lock in. Nobody's coming to come save you. I apologize. They lied to you. I can't even save you. I can only tell you what's going on. You got to study, bro. Because I can't save you. I got to save myself. I'm going to keep trading. You don't want me to charge you $2,500 a month. You don't want that. Because if that's the case, then if you do something wrong, I'm going to lie to you. I will not lie to you. I'm going to cater to you. Like we had a student inside here. He just joined. It was his first day trading his funded account. Dude just passed his accounts. Dude literally just joined. He made $1,700 today on his first funded account today. And I told him, and before I congratulated him at the end, I said, don't make that mistake again. You need to pay attention to what you're trading. Constructive criticism. In order for you to get to where you want to go, I need to tell you what you need. In order for you to get to where you want to go, I can't tell you what you want to hear. Understand what I just told you? I'll block that dude. I can't tell you what you want to hear if you're trying to get to where you want to go. Those things don't go hand in hand. You need to hear the truth. Someone needs to be telling you. You remember what I told you? Don't short that 1150, right? You see that, right? You see that market bounce, right? You see that shit, right? Mm-hmm. See that? That is a casual 400-point move from 1150. And you sitting over here goofing around trying to figure out what I'm talking about. You need to be inside this Discord and reading what that 1150 macro is doing and how to trade that. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be wake up. You need to be trying to figure out what they're doing. What's down 250 on a day? I'm done. You need to be trying to figure out what they're doing from inside this damn Discord. See that? Like you sitting over there goofing around, trying to debate $59 a month with 2.5, 3 hour long mentorships. I'm locking out plus $600 on the funded. Thank you, boys. All right, my brother. Oh no, bro. There's no way how people are doing that. That's crazy. Nope. I don't think so. Nope. I don't think so. There's no way. Those people are scamming and they're all out to get me. Yeah. Those people, like, what I'm seeing right here in front of my very eyes, those people are out to get me. This is a Ponzi scheme. There's no way that they're doing this. They're out to get me. They want me. So I'm going to stay what I'm doing. And I'm going to listen to other people who aren't there yet and who aren't doing this. Because these people are out to get me, man. Seriously. They know who I am, just like this market knows who I am. They know. They know who I am, man. They know, trust me. I'm in the middle of Plains, Iowa, and they know who I am. They're trying to get my 59 bucks, bro. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. This is a scam. I can't even believe that TikTok showed me this. I need to be trying to figure out what's going on with the Epstein files, man. Let me get out of here.
we're just all invisible mats.
I got more important things to be dealing with. Did you not just hear that they reduced Diddy's sentence by another 3 to 4 months? Like a week ago? This is serious. Diddy's about to be free in 2027 in September. It was supposed to be December of 2020, it was supposed to be January 2028. And this dude is sitting over here trying to scam. Man, I got to get out of here, bro. Go do something else with my time. Let me log off. Let me exit out right now. Choose easier fish to fry. Crazy world we living in, bro. I'm serious. That's what people think. That's why I'm laughing. Be on alert. You need to wake up. Ain't no excuse. No excuse. If you can't commit to something for 90 days, which is 55 days worth of trading, then keep watching and keep winning. Ain't but so many opportunities. Life ain't gonna hold your hand. Be on alert. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna stop the funny jokes. Well, they were funny, but I'm being serious. I'm using analogies so I can open up your brain because people like to get offended. Timestamp 11:55. All accounts are green. We've accomplished almost everything that we wanted to accomplish today. Every trade go to the TP, multiple break evens, but we took multiple base hits of 120 ticks and more. Whenever the market so graciously gave the opportunity, I didn't stay on 4 contracts. I took 8. And I made my little money and I ran off on the plug. Whenever the market was ever so gracious to help me out. Timestamp 11:55. Man, what a day, huh? Up $20,000 today before 11:55. That was 15 funded accounts in the beginning on the base hit of 250 or $200 plus, 250, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. You get the point.
12.5.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
250 times 15 is 12.5.
No, I thought you said 10.
Oh no, 250
250.
because I added 5 more funded accounts like 3 or 4 days ago to that.
Oh, okay,
250 times
okay,
5
okay.
times 15. Oh, that's only 37.50. 250 times 15. Damn, that's only 37.50. Damn, I thought it was more than that. Plus, it's okay. Plus 20 times 350. Damn, I thought it was 20,000. Damn, I'm only up $11,000 today. Shit. Anyway, excuse me. I had to correct myself. My math was off. Anyway, so there's that. Listen. Look, at the end of the day, look, you get the point. I think that it's best to exercise the story of Shahrazad and we don't trade anymore. Because why would I want to be greedy for? If I just walked into work and my boss gave me a check for $10,000 and I was only here for an hour and a half because I wasn't even considering the market earlier because it was so volatile, like I didn't even open up my portfolio or my computer for like the first hour and I just sent out a few emails. He said, "Here, bro, here's $10,000." Why would I goof around for? Why would I? And he said, if you stay
Because
into work, I might fire you. Why would I goof around for with that? I'm not gonna
because
do it.
of greed.
Because of greed.
Greed
I'm gonna
hunts
stop.
you.
Yeah, there's something within you that wants self-destruction. We gotta stop that. I'm gonna stop. So we'll be live tomorrow for my favorite day to trade, which is Gap Fill Thursday. So, 10 a.m. in the morning from inside Discord. 10 a.m. to go over the pre-market plan again. 10 a.m. in the morning from inside TikTok. If you want to join our community, it's nqinsider.com. You can't join Discord at the Knowledge Center. Why? Because this isn't a community to where you can just join and just start spewing random stuff and be confusing people. Because I take this serious. I actually day trade. So like if you say something, I'm going to look. And if you say, hey, volume balance right there, and I go, what's a volume balance? You go, what is that? Oh, I thought a volume balance was a green candle. Because volume. I'm going to be like, wait, what? But go read that Knowledge Center. Come on. Because we take this seriously. This is a business. So I got to make sure that you caught up to speed. And I can't teach you during live trading. I can teach you on the weekends. That's when the mentorship is free. but not during live trading. I can't. But even then, though, during live trading, I still help people. Like seeing me ask a question, I still went over it. But
And I appreciate it.
yeah, so so it's not like an end all be all. But you're not gonna sit here and ask me and go, "Hey, bro, teach me what a green candle is." During live trading, I'll be like, "Man, what?" But if it's something simple, why not? We here. That's why you're in here. That's the purpose of the
Looking at
mentorship.
AE, looking at that QQQ, I was trying to find that candle
With the volume
that
down,
you was looking at. Yeah, because I think my candles are
it's on
different.
1128. That's a 32. That was insane. I haven't seen something like that in forever. That was a 32. Wow. Free money. One trade done. Don't you love 1150? I love 1152. The head and shoulders dumped. That's why. Right, exactly. I'm locking out plus $600 in the funder. Thank you, boys. All right, my brother.
I love any time it brings the odds in my favor.
He said, not gonna lie, we're starting laundry downstairs. What? When you said the volume balance, my ass spread it up them steps and took off just one account. Just took off just one account since they all at their profit target already and made another quick 180. Good job, man. Go and hop off the Discord now so I don't get tempted anymore. See y'all tomorrow. Bro ran upstairs and made a quick $200 and ran back downstairs. That's hilarious. No, that's hilarious. He was starting laundry.
I could just see him in his underwear. Right?
Oh man, that's hilarious, bro. That's funny. Oh man. All right, guys. I'll catch y'all later, man. Guys, DM if you got any questions. That's funny as hell.
All right, E. Thank y'all. All right,
man.
Phantom.
All right, see me. I love y'all, man.
Oh,
Be safe. Love you, buddy.
talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.
Everybody have a good one.